Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Survival GuildRock series. My name is Joe Buffalo and today I'm going to show you how to build a zombie mob spawner XP farm. And at the end of the video, I'll go ahead and show you my base that's all complete. We're ready to get started, so let's go. In order to build a zombie spawner, you're going to have to find a zombie spawner. And I was fortunate enough to find two zombie spawners very close to each other. So what I'm wondering is if I stand in the middle somewhere around here, do I activate both of the zombie spawners? So what I'm going to do is take some torches and line these torches up to the end of where the zombie spawner activates. And you can see when I step there, the fire turns on and then activates that zombie spawner. All right, well, both sides are complete, and unfortunately, we do not connect. We are about 3 blocks shy of intersection. What I'm going to do is concentrate on one zombie spawner and get that one to make our zombie farm. And then the other one in the future, what I'll do is make that into a zombie skulk farm so I can get all the skulk I want. So let's get started over here. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that all sides, north, south, east, and west of our zombie spawner are 4 blocks. And we're going to dig that out and show you what that looks like when it's all done. Another thing you want to be careful when you're digging out is that all these tunnels are lit up, because you don't want anything spawning inside these tunnels or any caves around the sides of them, because that'll just drop the spawn rates of our zombies. Make sure you go in there and light everything up. Then come back to your zombie spawner and close in walls if you have to, in order to get 4 blocks on all 4 sides of the zombie spawner. And what I'm going to do is keep this little doorway open here just so I can access the farm from the top here, because we have to dig down some and it's going to be easy for me to just set up camp up here. The next thing I want to do is go directly above the zombie spawner and dig out a few blocks above that, because what I want to do is put a light in here. And once we put a light in, you'll be able to turn on and off the zombie spawner at any time you want. Now, you don't have to put a roof in on these zombie spawners. You can just leave it as is. Just make sure it's 3 blocks above the zombie spawner. But as you put a roof in, you know, it makes it look a little bit more like a building and a function versus just finding something in a cave. All right, there it is. The roof is done. I've got it all tiled. And the walls are all 4x4. Now what we're going to do is set up a diamond shape inside of our 9x9 room. And what that's going to look like is this when it's all done. Is if you were to stand up here and look, all sides of the zombie spawner look like a diamond. And now we're going to go ahead and dig that down 6 spots. And here it is. This is what 6 spots looks like. Again, you don't have to put walls in. Just make sure that it is shaped like a diamond. So now we want to go ahead and pick a side where the zombies are going to get killed. And we'll call that our kill chamber. But we're going to go ahead and pick this side here closest to our setup area. And we're going to go ahead and dig out these 4 blocks. And then we're going to go ahead and dig out the 6 blocks behind that. Next, we're going to go ahead and dig out these 6 blocks. And then I'm going to go ahead and change out the walls here back to this so it matches the rest of the building. Unfortunately, I cannot go down any further because we're at a -58. Because normally I would just put in my trident killer right here and call it a day. But we're at bedrock. So we are going to have to shoot our zombies up probably to where our area is where I set up camp. And we'll shoot them up with a water elevator that way and have them go into a trident killer there. So go ahead and dig out these 2 blocks as well as these 2 blocks. Well, as we were digging up and trying to make our elevator, we ran into some lava. So here's a quick trick. Go ahead and place down a bucket of water and start mining out the obsidian as it's formed, or cobblestone. That way you're not getting burned and you're putting out the lava. At the same time, you're getting rid of the lava so that you can continue to build your water elevator. Okay, now we're at the top of our water elevator. We're going to go out a few blocks and then go down. We should be right above our camp area. Drop right in here. This is where our kill chamber is going to be. We're going to get rid of this and put down a block so we know that's our kill chamber spot. We're going to go ahead and dig out a 4x4 area that is 4 blocks deep. And I'm going to change out all the stone so that it matches our building. Once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and change the floor out to a tiled floor so it's easier to identify our trident killer. Once you know the exact spot where the zombies are going to enter the chamber, go ahead and place down 2 chests there. And then on top of that 2 chests, you're going to go ahead and place a hopper looking into the chest. And on top of the hopper, you're going to place a rail. And then on top of the rail, you're going to place a minecart with hopper. Now go ahead and surround the minecart with hopper with blocks. Once you've got that completed, go ahead and fill in the floor but leave the minecart with hopper area open. Now we're going to come to the left side of the minecart with hopper, and we're going to place down a piston. And then we're going to turn to the left, and we're going to place down another piston, and we're going to turn to the left again and place down a piston, and we're going to turn to the left one more time and place the last piston. Once all your pistons are placed, go ahead and place a redstone torch on that piston, and then off the redstone torch, place an observer looking into you. Go ahead and do that on all 3 remaining pistons. Once that's done, surround the build in glass or block of your choice. I like to use glass because I like to see what's going on inside. And then get your trident and throw it into that piston right here. And then right above your last piston here, go ahead and place these stairs upside down. Now just run your glass directly to the ceiling. And then finally, you want to place a lever on this piston right here. Turn it on once, and then flick it back again. And your trident killer is ready to go. All complete. Now we're going to go ahead and jump back inside of our zombie farm. Come down to where we had our kill chamber happening. We placed down a piece of sand here to plant our kelp on. But now we're going to add 2 signs. One here and one here. Once you have those signs go back up top of the elevator system, place a bucket of water here. And then jump down inside that bucket of water. Plant your kelp all the way to the top. Once you've got your kelp in there, go ahead and swim back down. Now we're going to go ahead and take the kelp out and replace the sand with a piece of soul sand. And there we have our water elevator working. Now we'll go ahead and fill in the rest of this cave so that the zombies can be pushed down into the kill chamber. And to prevent the water from falling into the kill chamber, we're going to add a sign here. And then we're going to come back here and place a bucket of water. And the water is pushing us directly into the kill chamber, just like it's supposed to. We'll get rid of this torch, and if we were a zombie right now, we would fall into the kill chamber, it would be turned on, and we would be dead. Now we're going to get back inside of our zombie farm, and we're going to set up our water so that it flows all the zombies into the kill chamber. So the first thing we want to do is get rid of these 4 blocks, and then these 2 blocks behind it, and then directly on the other side, these 4 blocks and the 2 blocks behind it. Now that we have that completed, we'll jump up on top of a block here, turn to our right, and place a bucket of water here, then a bucket of water here, place another bucket of water here, turn to the left again, and place a bucket of water here. And there you can see all the water is now flowing down into the kill chamber area. I had to add 4 blocks here to that kill chamber area because zombies were getting stuck on there. Now we're going to go ahead and get rid of our scaffolding and take out the torches. Make sure you place a half slab on top of your zombie spawner so that no zombies can spawn on top of your spawner. Once the torch was turned off, the zombies started to spawn. We're going to block this up. You could see them already coming up. Turn on our trident killer. And our zombies are already getting killed, and we're collecting the loot. We already got 2 pieces of rotten flesh. Now we're going to go ahead and put our light in. So the hole that we dug up earlier, we built a little staircase up here to where it's at. We're going to place in a redstone lamp and then add redstone dust from that redstone lamp. Dig out these 3 blocks here and place down a lever. Now that lever will turn on and off the light switch so that the spawner can turn on and off. It doesn't have too bad rates, but we do get some XP from it. You see we've already got 25 pieces of rotten flesh and some armor that we probably don't need. The last thing I want to do is put in some tinted glass. Now, tinted glass will keep the area dark and the zombies will continue to spawn. So we're going to go ahead and take out these 9 blocks and place in tinted glass here so we can see what's happening inside of our zombie farm. And here the light's on. We're going to go ahead and turn the light off. It gets dark inside. The zombies begin to spawn. And if you come over here, you can actually see them shoot up the water elevator, which is really neat. And they go right into the kill chamber. That is your zombie spawner. But this tunnel is really short back to where my mining area is. And in the last episode, you saw where we put our beacon down. All right, let's head up to the surface to see my completed base. Well, all the way back in episode 1, we started with this bridge. And here we are today with our house up there, built way atop the mountain, just like I envisioned it. And over here to the left, we still have our portal. And it's come a long way. I've captured a few of these skeleton horses as they were struck by lightning. Well, let's go ahead and take our first tour. So as you come in the entrance here, we have an elevator that takes us to the top. And here we are at the Buffalo House. It's a 3-story house with a secret basement. And I showed you in the last episode how to get up here through the farms down below. But we have detailed everything over the last few weeks. So let's get started with the tour. So as we enter the front door, we're greeted by a few of our armor stands of gold and diamond. And then a nice, neat looking fireplace that changes from red fire to blue fire and blue fire to red fire. And if we just want to put it out, we can just walk up and put it out. And then we come over here, there's a nice little sitting area and dining area. We put some couches in with smooth sandstone, some pillows in, using some banners. And then just decorated the lamps with signs, trap doors, and pictures, and some buttons. Same thing above the entrance. Some spruce and oak leaves with just trapdoors underneath. And again, once we come in through the back entrance here, it's the same. You enter with a nice sitting area, smooth sandstone, use some snow blocks, look like a rug here. Mushroom light sitting on a trapdoor. And again, some lamps just with some signs around them. Around this side of the room, we have our kitchen area. And in our kitchen area, we have a swap block of our furnace in our blast furnace. And again, I just used some plants on the windowsills, foliage up top. Nice little sitting area, again with some snow underneath. And a little storage area underneath here. Ooh, and a nice storm going on outside. But it really looks neat when it starts to snow and rain at the same time. Especially from up here. Really cool. Glad I got this on video. Good thing our house is built. We don't have to worry about the storm anymore. So let's go inside of our enchantment room. And here in our enchantment room, we have some floating candles. And in our enchantment room, you're probably wondering, where are the bookshelves? Well, if you come to this spot here and you turn the copper lightning rod, the bookshelves begin to pop up out of the ground. And it will go all the way to level 15. And we can enchant any items we want at level 15. And again, just some storage areas. We have an anvil and our smooth grinding stone over here. And to get rid of it all, reset it, goes back underneath, and looks like you've got floating candles again once everything is gone. All these builds you can find on my YouTube shorts on how to do them. And let's go up to the second floor. And on our second floor, we have our bedroom. And this is the master bed with our 2 balconies. The snow and the rain happening. We're going to have to shovel some snow today. I just use a cauldron with some leaves on top. Again, pot with some bamboo. And here we couldn't really put the signs around the lanterns as it was too close to. So I just left them as lanterns and it looks pretty good. And remember, Salty got us this for Christmas. So we placed this in the bedroom. And this is our automatic armor equipper. And basically you would stand in here, hit this button. Once this is filled up with the armor, it'll go ahead and decorate ourselves. I can show you a quick demonstration. If I go ahead and fill up the dispenser with my armor and my gear, you can see I can just walk in here now. I hit the button. I'm all ready to fight. Just like that. And yes, that's on YouTube Shorts as well. If you want to learn how to build that, check out my YouTube Shorts. And over in this side, another balcony. This actually leads all the way down. If I just woke up and I wanted to head to the entrance, I just fall down in here. Takes me all the way down to the entrance. And then if I'm home and I want to go back up, we're back up to our house. And then we just have a little bit of storage. And then finally on our third floor, we have our brewing area. And our brewing area consists of an automatic brewer, which I already have the bottles placed, but if I were to hit this button, it shoots full water bottles into the brewing stands. We have a few of the nether wart planted on either side of our brewing area. But overall, finally, I can say that my house is done officially, and I'm super happy to have it completed. I'm going to go ahead and sleep the first time in my bed so we can go ahead and say goodbye to everybody. Well, that wraps up this video. I hope everybody had a great day. I hope everybody learned how to build a zombie mob spawner XP farm. I hope everybody learned how to build a trident killer. I hope everybody learned what to do when you run out of room at the bottom of your world and you have to redirect the zombies so that you can kill them properly. Go ahead and hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.